I will be reading from Leviticus chapter 26, verse 3 to 13. If you walk in my statutes and observe my commandments and do them, then I will give you your rain in their season, and the land shall yield its increase, and the trees of the field shall yield their fruit. And your threshing shall last to the time of the vintage, and the vintage shall last to the time of the sowing. And you shall eat your bread to the full, and dwell in your land securely. And I will give peace in the land, and you shall lie down, and none shall make you afraid. And I will remove evil beasts from the land, and the sword shall not go through your land. And you shall chase your enemies, and they shall fall before you by the sword. 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall chase 10,000. And your enemies shall fall before you by the sword. And I will have regard for you, and make you fruitful, and multiply you, and will confirm my covenant with you. And you shall eat old store, long kept, and you shall clear out the old to make way for the new. And I will make my abode among you, and my soul shall not abhor you. And I will walk among you, and will be your God, and you shall be my people. I am the Lord your God, who brought you forth out of the land of Egypt, that you should not be their slave. And I have broken the bars of your yoke, and made you walk erect. The offertory blessing. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe. You gave us your true instruction and planted everlasting life in our midst. You are the blessed one who gave us the Torah. You may be seated. My life has many blessings because I think I have done well to keep the commandments. I believe I will continue to keep the commandment, and I will continue to be blessed by God. And I believe anyone who turns away from God will lose God's blessings. I have seen blessings in people's lives, and I have seen the lack of blessing in people's lives. I'm sorry to see the things that are going on in this world. There can be a wicked and terrible world. Sacrificing children is now called abortion. Fornication is called polyamory, living together and friends with benefit. Adultery is still adultery. We have drunkenness, gluttony, liars, homosexuality, thieves, and other actions against God because of our rebellious nature. I read history, and I know that the world has not turned away from God, because the world does not change. All the sin that we have now was the same as when the good book was written, and it goes even further back to Noah. Then I remember that I don't belong to this world. And it makes it easier for me to walk the narrow road. The world does not change because we do. We change when we choose to follow God and receive His blessings. I have heard the excuses of some that they are stuck in this world and they can't change. I hear how it is so hard to follow God and not screw up. I hear how they make one mistake and all the hard work that they done was undone. I know the spirit is willing, but the flesh can be weak. The narrow road is not easy. I encourage people that if they fall down, to get up and walk again. It may be that you were supposed to fall so that you can get up and build yourself up again. So I tell them, suck it up and get going. Because if we want the Lord's blessing, we need to follow his commandments. That's all I got for you today.